Hi, my name is Ifai, and today we'll be doing a video on how to start and operate your own profitable export business in Nigeria. So as we all know that export business is very profitable. So we're going to do the tutorial today, and here are topics we'll be covering in this tutorial. So we'll start by introduction, starting export business in Nigeria, how export business in Nigeria works, the basics of starting export business, and how to get genuine buyers for your products, and also analyzing market for export business, so where to find help for your export business, getting exportable products, making an agreement, shipping terms and duties of a freight forwarder, and how to promote your export business, then how to succeed doing export business in Nigeria. So we have over 10 topics that we'll be covering in this video. Okay, all right. So before we continue, I would like to take you to our page. I would advise, if you really want to go into export business, it's very advisable you come to Feco Food, come check their training here and how to start export business. But they actually combine 3 important topics in their training: export business training, food processing and packaging training, digital marketing for exporters, and they combined it and call it a combo training. Okay, they have a combo training, and it lasts for 8 weeks, both weekend and the day class available. So you can you can visit this page to come and review. It's very important that the way they combine these 3 things together. So you can become an exporter, become start food processing and packaging company, and also become a digital marketer, because you only need to be the one promoting your business, or otherwise you will definitely be spending much money on how to promote it. And the combo class is 85% practical, one-on-one, comprehensive, and so many other things. So you can come back to this page to know more about it. You can just visit fecofood.com.ng and the training. When you come to training, you can read more, take your time. And I also encourage you to please like our Facebook page. You can come Feco Food on Facebook and kindly like our page. Okay, all right, let's go back to our learning. So we have already covered these topics that we're going to cover in this way. So let's start with starting export business in Nigeria. Okay, how can I build a successful export business in Nigeria from nothing and have fun doing it? So these are some of the questions I asked myself when I started. Okay, and not only does export business in Nigeria require little financial and no previous experience to commence. So how we are going to learn how to start export business in this training. Then and of course we all know that when you want to export business, doesn't really require much. It doesn't really require much. With whatever you have, you can start from small. Okay, and you don't need to have any experience. You don't need to have any previous experience to start doing this business. It can be, anyone can do it. And the most important thing is that you can do it even when you're working. The internet has made things so simple and easy. You can, just the way you go, you spend time on your social media and on other websites. You can just use the same process, get a client, get a buyer, then look for a place to get quality products at good prices and connect them. All right, so it can be done by any woman, man, woman, whether you're working or whatever office that you're running. You can still use that as an option for additional income to your pocket. All right, starting your export business in Nigeria today, we offer you the prestige of working with different clients from all over the world. Like I said, that internet has made things very easy. You can be here, connect to someone in US, UK, Canada, Australia, you just have to spend time trying to look for those that are in particular in that specific area of the products you want to export. You need to find people using it over there. All right, so you can work with different clients. Like I always tell people that in export business you don't really need to have like numerous. If you just have constant 10 customers, when I mean constant 10 customers, 10 clients that buys from you and they believe in your quality and the prices, okay, you already rich. You are already rich. So you can definitely work with different clients all over the world. And running a successful export business in Nigeria requires constant attention to little details. Focus on quality and trustworthiness. Yes, because you need to be focused. You need to take care of some certain things. It's not something you just have to rush into. All right, you need attention to every specific information that's needed, because every country, they have their ways, they have the way they accept things. You need to really know the guidelines, what are the code, what are did they need packaging, what kind of packaging system do they accept. And these are the little things you need to investigate. Find it out from the client that you plan working with. Know more about the requirement. Maybe they need FDA or they need a special certification and other things. And also you should focus on quality. One of the best way to stay in export business is staying on quality, because if you supply any products and once maybe an African store owner or distributors, they distributed it over there and they find out that it's not exactly like the same product, they are more conversant to it, or they see in the market, or they use, definitely that is a very bad record to your client and also to you, because your clients won't like to come back to you since the products are not accepted by the customers. Okay, and you need to be trustworthy. You need to make yourself, make people to trust you. You need to be trustworthy, because in exports, the bad guys like Yahoo, like 419ers, they have really duped so many people, based on the fact that, okay, when you bring when they know that this is the cost of product in the market, this is the cost. Maybe let's take it for an example, that you want to export something like a melon seed, and the person wants like 100 kg. Then the 100 kg of melon seed, which is 50,000 naira, someone can come and you're not telling your client that this is 50 naira, maybe 50,000 in the market. Just add like maybe 5,000, just your own commission there, and you're telling your client, this is 55,000, 100 kg of melon seed. And someone will and they can even start receiving receiving quote from others, and those might just say, okay, bring 30,000 or even 25k, and we'll supply the same 100 kg. And after paying the same thing, paying the money, they don't see them anymore. They just switch off from them. Okay, so you need to make sure that you build that credibility. Let them know that you are real. All right, if you're giving them price, make sure that the price is not that very, 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 very another offset from normal price that they are selling. And also you should also make sure that whatever price you're giving will be something that you can work with. Okay, you need to let them trust you. And then one thing you need to know about export is that many local and indigenous manufacturers are looking for ways to increase their markets for their product. So you can see like this product, so that meaning that anything can be exported, as long as you check with the country that is going to, starting from food stuff, local craft, clothes materials, just Nigeria made goods, local made goods. So you can, it's just for you to find the right product for the right people and connect to them, and let the product get to them in exchange of their money. All right, so we are going to be covering all these things in this class. And and possibly how to start your own export business as soon as possible. So how export business works in Nigeria, it is so obvious that many indigenous manufacturers would want their product to go viral and worldwide. Of course, it is. Of course, we know that any local local producer, they always want their product to go everywhere, and it is not that very easy, especially when the company is limited to its abilities and scope. So when they are limited by this, so they cannot be able to do everything, even as much as they want their products to go viral, to go everywhere. Let the Africans or Nigerians in US, in Canada, in or London, Germany, let them be using my product. This is my particular product. I want, let it go. As much as they want that, but they are limited. They cannot do everything. Okay, because they are limited. They can't do everything, and that is where you present your export business and detail how you can introduce their product into a worldwide market. Yes, that these people, they want their product to go viral, and they are limited in things they can do. So that is where you can come as an exporter. You can now introduce your own export business. Like, yes, you can stand for them as an export agent. Stand for them, introduce their products, introduce their product to different markets. Look for a very good market their product can suit in. All right, so these are the advantage of starting. So you can, any product, just make sure that it's locally produced and is loved, not just anyhow product that has been accepted locally. That is once you should be based on, like products, local production, not just solely food stuff or mineral or solid minerals. So there are still other things that you can just focus. Like my business, my company is into food, but I don't just do only food. Anything, I get anything from my clients as long as it's in Nigeria here. Okay, and there are so many African abroad craving for their local product, like the clothing, shoes, craft, food, and so many other things. All right, and even bitter cola. Not just only Africans, there are still other companies, like all the foreign companies that they need solid minerals, and even agro product like tiger nuts, walnuts, and so many of them. All right, and manufacturers of indigenous goods seeks profitable foreign market for their products. So they are looking for foreign market for their products. They need people that most of them, they will want to be paid in dollar and others. All right, so that is where you come in and tell them how you can go about it. So you need to find those markets that seek indigenous products. This can be done through the internet. One of the easiest way, through the internet. You need to find those markets that seek for indigenous products. All right, through the internet, through other ways, which we are going to learn in this video. So do serious networking and create a solidified connection with them, then establish business relationship with them. Okay, because we all know that people, they don't just buy because you are looking for a client. The first thing is to network with them, connect, do some of them before you start telling them buy this, buy that. So you need to build and establish yourself, build a business relationship. Then you can start telling them some of the products you have, and you don't just have to do only one product. You can start with as long as you can be able to carry, but make sure that the products, you should be very good with quality, pricing system, and make sure that it's always available. Then because you need to work with time, which is very important. Okay, so the basics of starting export business in Nigeria. Yeah, it is very possible to start your own export business in Nigeria at home. Yes, of course it is. Just with phone, internet, business card, verified profile. Okay, so you can easily start with this, but it is very advisable to have a verified address, as fake suppliers have polluted the market. So you can start just with your internet, your phone, your business card, verified profile, maybe Facebook, or you have a portfolio website, Twitter or Instagram. So all these things, you can just use them, stay in your house, connect, make sure you have internet, even do cold call. You can call them through the phone. All right, But it's better you connect you connect to someone or connect to a business with through the internet first, maybe message or email and all those kind of stuff before calling them. It's very advisable. So when you are calling, you're not calling to remind them that you are the one that sent so email one time ago or message through Facebook. So we are going to do all these things. So with the internet, telephone, business card, verified profile, you can just even use your house address. Even now that Google My Business has made it very easy, you can just update your verified address online, because the suppliers we have now, like 25% percent are real. Others are just fake suppliers. People that can always swamp, as in they will just dupe clients with unimaginable prices. When things are sold 150k, these guys can tell you, okay, I will do it for 50,000. All right. And of course they don't really have mind to do it. They just want to collect. Even if the supplier, the client say, okay, I don't want to pay everything, I'll pay half, or I'll pay 30%, or I'll pay 70%. But well, imagine when they can be able to gather such from like 20 people or 50 people. That is a huge amount of money. Okay. So you also need a professional letterhead. You can just do a letterhead, you design it on a computer system, just give it a value, because the letterhead will tell prospective clients your credibility. So it's very important. Just have your own business letterhead, and you need determination to make starting your exports work. Of course, your export business, you must be determined to succeed. At a long run, that is when it comes, the benefit comes. Okay, so you must be determined that you're going to succeed in this business. When you will be starting, you're going to face so many challenges, and why that is one of the reasons why I advise people to attend training. It's not just about reading things online or watching videos. It doesn't work that way. When you go do practical, those guys into the business, they have had some, but not such, not they have had some issues. So, and some of these issues is what they will relate with you when you attend their training, like their experience, their successes. You hear the good side, the bad side, and everything. So that is one of the advantage of attending trainings. Okay. So, and I'm very sure that it may be very slow in the beginning, just like I said before. But I guarantee you that success is on your way. So you must be dedicated and determined to succeed. It's going to be very slow. Yes, I mean it. It's going to be very slow when you are starting. Getting a client, getting someone to commit. But everything just have to start with one person. If you can just convince one person, and you just trade with this one person, can you just use that one, and that is kind of social proof. Tell others that, okay, this is kind of deals I've handled. Those time when I started, people can just go, okay, have you shipped to US? Have you shipped to UK? Have you done this? Have you done that? Have you done that? Even when I have not done anything, I can't. I don't have questions. I don't have answers to those questions. So it was just when I now had my first client, and took pictures, posted on Facebook, redoed my on my website and everything. That's when they started gaining more interest in my business. Okay. You must be dedicated and determined. You must be dedicated into the business. Not that you're going to give it all your time or all your energy, but at least you should have one or two things doing on it, working on it, searching for clients. And anytime you get disappointed, don't slack. Just keep going. Just convincing one person will turn everything to positive. Okay. So, and how to get genuine buyers. All right. So finding genuine buyers contact is a very important step in setting up export business in Nigeria. So you need to find genuine buyers. In as much as we have fake suppliers, you also have fake buyers. People that if they will make you will run you run from one company to the others, checking prices, checking products, and at the end of everything, they will just tell you, I'll get back to you. That is the last time you hear from them. So It's very important you know how to find a good buyer, people that are serious to buy and not just window shoppers. Okay, so that whenever you are taking spending time and putting all your energy to make sure things work out, you need to verify that I hope that these people will end up buying and not after everything. Everything will just die like that. Okay, so if you have relative in foreign countries, maybe you have visited frequently and established business relationship in a country. So if you have having a relative over there would be a very good advantage. All right. So you can tell them about your business. Maybe they will start. They can connect you with one or two people that have started that is doing the same business over there. Let's take it for example. You have food stuff. You can just tell them, okay, this is the product I have. Get the pictures, send it to them. Can you kindly help me and show to one or two stores over there or even restaurants? All right. So from there now, based on the fact that they already know your relative over there, they can easily connect. Maybe it might just end up giving you your first order. All right. And sometimes people go visit countries like there has been a situation, that you just have to visit countries, go there, look for those people into your line of business. Is it a food product, clothes or shoes? Those local made products. You can just go there, look for people that connect them. Connect network. Build relationship with them. Even if you have 1 month to spend over there or 2 months, you can just use those days, those months, or even few days. You can just use those time. Find those people that are into your business. Tell them that you're going back to Nigeria and I'll be supplying to you. You can even state clarify how the clearing will be done, how the shipment, the consignment will get to them, and something like that. All right. So it's an advantage of visiting a country or something. So going online for contact, in fact, this is one of my best method. Okay, because the internet has removed the constraint in doing business worldwide. So online matters. I got my first client from online. Most of my clients are online. You understand? So it just few that is from referee. They just referred my company to them. But I started with online. I didn't travel anywhere. I don't have relatives that connect. I started everything online. Okay, Facebook is a very good platform. Twitter, Instagram, and website. I can tell you that having a website alone, not just dead website. I mean optimized websites, and a website that when people search things online, they can easily see. Your web page will be on the first search results. That is, if the what they type is related to your keyword. All right. So you need to build an optimized website. Have a very good Facebook profile. Okay. So and you can just be anywhere, and networking groups, LinkedIn, and the other things. So internet is a very good place you should start. Build your website. I will even tell you that before starting any business, it's important you just go online first, except if the business is just for maybe just for local, or just for people to come down to shop, or down to your business area and the business place and pick the product or whatever that. But if you really need product that you want it to go beyond, you need to start online first. The first step, it shouldn't be you renting a store or buying or maybe acquiring the goods. No, just do after your market survey, market research. You build online. Your website should be the first thing. So during your research, you would have gotten some prices and pictures. Use the price and the pictures to build your online store. So from there, the way how business now moves, it will now lead you to, okay, I will need a storage place, or I will need a store, I will need a shopping mall or something like that. All right, so online is a very good place to go with. So with so many platforms such as search engines, social media, website, you can take advantage of them. and present your business. Like I said, you don't just build a website, build a searchable website, an optimized site that listings from to search engines, and search engines can sell them. Very important. Then social media, you can just take on maybe two. Facebook is you should be your number one priority. Then you can also decide Instagram also. There is this a particular lady that she has an Instagram account, and she posts crayfish. She got an order of 350 kg of crayfish with her social media posting, just on Instagram, pictures, good quality pictures, So you can decide to go on this, and I have really explained, I talked on it so much. Then foreign embassies located in Nigeria may also be a good place. So embassies can help you with the names of those that are staying in their country, and from there you can be able to, if you can be able to have access to their emails and all these things, you can start requesting if they are in need of any of your products or services. Okay, and another way to establish contact is through the chambers of commerce in Lagos here, and the NEPC, that is Nigeria Export Promotion Council. So if you go there, most of the time they can link you up, but you need to register your business. But it's not compulsory at the first stage. This can be done later. You can just start your export business. Most of the paperwork you need, some freight forwarding agents, freight forwarders, they have it already. Some of the agents that will be helping you to do all the shipping and arrangement, everything, they have most of the documents for those things. So you can start with theirs. Then with time, you can now decide to register your business and other places. But when you have registered your business, especially with NAPC, they will have an advantage, because you get notified whenever there is deal to handle. Okay. So, and please, I would like you to also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook. Subscribe, because we'll be uploading new videos and new trainings. So you can subscribe so that you'll be notified whenever we update our trainings here. Then prepare a massive mail campaign. Create online presence, like I said earlier. Emailing is very important, and there's good tools now, like Gmail, Merge, and there are so many of them now that you can use to run, saying like 400 emails per day, customized emails. You don't pay 400 of them. You send it with your business, your custom email addresses. Okay. So as you're running the email campaign, creating your Facebook, do all this. So you have so many things working for you, just for your business to succeed. All right. So analyzing market for export business, because you can't just jump into export business like that. You need to analyze the market. Okay. Keep informed. Read everything you can find about export. You need to read everything. Check information. Check online. Sources that people have had. Doing business online. You need to find all these things. Then get some experience from those already into export business in Nigeria. It's very important. You need to get experience from them. Even if you are not, if you don't want to just focus only on export, you want other business combined, and export should be part of it. Getting an experience really matters a lot, especially when the experience worth the time, and the maybe a little charge. Because they will tell you some of the experience they've had. They will serious. So I will encourage you. That's why I show you that training earlier enough, so you can check into it. Because most of all this, and if you're getting training, if you want to go attend training for export business, you make sure that the company, the way you are training, they are performing exporters. They are not just. They shouldn't be just trainers. Make sure that these people they are sending things, because I've attended no less than 7 trainings on export, and one of them that I attended, when I had an offer to send something to US where they required FDA, It happened that the 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 trainer, of course, promised that everything will be done. It was when at the event of sending the money for me to get the whole thing, that the lawyer now confirmed that he has not updated his FDA for a while now, making which means that it's not possible for me to use that to do it. To do so, you make sure that someone that anybody that wants to train you, or you want to attend training with, should start offering you something first. They really need to give you something that will worth the time and the cash. Okay. So, and finding the right market is as important as actual particulars of making deals and selling products. You need to find the right market. There are so, like I said earlier, there are so many products that can be exported, but you need to sit down, research, ask questions about the particular product, about a particular product and the market fit. What kind of markets will you take it to? What kind of are you sure that if I send this thing to Houston, Texas, that is going to succeed there? Where do they need it more? What is it? Food products that I should say that will go very well. So you need to find out the market, the right market for it, and in finding your right market, you also look for where to buy those things. A very good place to get the quality products at good prices. Because an exporter, you are just starting in the middle. You connect, you get a client, you connect to a supplier supply to you, or you go and pick it up from the supplier, or you can even go to the market, to the local market, and get them yourself, or go to the farm and get them yourself. Then you come, put some little charges, maybe some commission of it on top, then you send to your clients. Okay, so you need to find the right market in the both sides, from your sourcing point and your selling side. So where will I get this product from, and where will I send it to, and who will actually buy it? Where are my customers located? You need to find where your customers, those people that will need your product, where are they located? Okay, so it's very advisable that you take all this step, and who is selling whom to who. So these are the things you need to ask yourself: who will buy, who will sell, and be very specific. Don't just you cannot go into different things at the same time. You can be very specific. You should be okay. If you are starting with food products, I will start with food products. If I'm starting with African clothes, the clothing, I will start with the clothing. If I'm starting with shoes, I will start with shoes. Okay, wears, hair accessories, hair attachments, all these things. You just need to be specific when you are starting, so at least your business will be known for a particular product. Then, if they're not requesting for other things, like I supply many things to customers, I supply not just food items, like I said earlier. So, but you are known for food items. So when they not request for attachment, it's just for you to go and look for a good distributor who will give you a very good price. So you can work with them, because everybody wants to sell. So when you are bringing a client, or bringing customers, or bringing market to them, they will definitely work with you. So you need to tell them, okay, I'm selling this thing to my clients or my customer. Okay, what are your best prices for it? And you can also check other places also. So it's good to be very specific. Start from somewhere, and grow. All right. So, and where to find help for your export business? Maybe you need help or something. So these are some of the attending trainings from those already into export business in Nigeria but make sure it's worth the time and money. So attending trainings from those already into export business, like those that trains with us here, after attending the training, we do support them. Most of the time, you can just focus on getting clients, getting customers. If you need any private labeling job, you will just come. You come to and use our production facilities. Okay. So if you need any even possibly some of them, we do even supply to them. We supply or even link them up with suppliers. All right. So these are the things. Some of the things you benefit if you attend training from performing and reputable companies that are already into the export business. All right. So you should be preparing to attend trainings, learn from their experience, link with them, connect with them. If there's any issue, you just talk to them or something like that. You can start working together, all right? Then establish a good relationship with Nigeria Export Promotion Council and those already into export business, like I said earlier. So you can establish a good relationship with NEPC. They will know more about you, about your products and your capabilities, okay? So because it will help whenever there is an order that goes through their platform, they can easily link you or channel or even ask you for proposals. Okay, so NEPC is a very good place. NEPC is a good place, a great place for finding help, like I said earlier, and find out the particulars of export, global survey, and air or ocean freight guidelines. So you need to find out what are the guidelines. There was a time that I needed to send something to Ukraine. Understand? And I found out that if whatever thing you send, even if they are going to carry it from Nigeria, once it gets to Ukraine, they are going to destroy the product. Okay, so all these things are things you need to find out. What are the guidelines? What kind of packaging system will you use, and how will it be done, and what kind of paperwork? So you need to do all these things. So most of the time you can get a very good help from your freight forwarding agent. They will be the one to tell you some of the necessary things that they will be needing. Okay, all right. And getting the product. Now, how do we get the product? There are many indigenous manufacturers with limited distribution looking for an overseas market. So you can start looking for. You can take time. Find those products you think that you can work with. And I mean, when you're looking for product to export, you should consider products that are already in Nigeria. They have accepted locally. They have accepted it here. Before considering looking for buyers in abroad, they should be accepted here already, and also make sure that the product can be exported, and also check the requirement. What are the necessary requirements? Okay, it's just for you to sign an agreement with the manufacturers, and they stand out to become their representative. Okay. Then exporting their goods is the place to start your business. Yes, when you find those indigenous manufacturers, then you now sit down and think out how you can start exporting their products. And one important thing about going online is that you can just start anything without even having the goods at hand. You can just be posting, telling people about the products. When there is an order now, you can go and pick the products from the company. Okay, so exporting goods from local manufacturers should be one of the ways to consider when you are just starting your export business. So you must have many selling qualities for convincing the manufacturers to engage you as a sole export agent. So this is the kind of the position you should be. Maybe you should be convincing them. You want to become their sole export agents. Okay, you should be able to tell them, convince them that you can sell their product. You can introduce their product to worldwide market. You can find the right market for their product. All right. So before you can, those are some of the things you need to tell them. Find a way to convince them that you can represent them, and not just that. You shouldn't just focus on manufacturing. Like I said earlier, you can even start with food stuff. Just you go inside the market, find a place you can get quality product at good prices. Then just you export to them. And when into food, also read about to know the food that are allowed to be exported, because every country has their own policy. So you need to find out what goods will be. Or even when a client contacts you for any supply, you just need to make sure to find out from them. Hope that these products will be allowed, and I hope they can clear it. If they cannot clear the product, you find out to link up with a clearing agent over there, a clearing agent or company over there, and negotiate on how things can be done. All right. So you must be able to convince them to become their sole export agent, and you will handle because you're convincing them. You tell them that you handle the sales, the paperwork, the money, all shipping, customer and freight distribution. So all these things are things you need to stand and tell them you will do for them. Okay, so the thing they need to do is that the manufacturer in return will provide same price. They'll give you good price, and just put your own on top of that. Your cost. So you cost the manufacturer nothing. So you're telling them all this things so that number one is that you put your own price on top, and they should be able to make this product available if there is an order. If you have order for their product, they should make sure that it's available for you. Maybe if it's something that they need a kind of a prior notice to produce. All these things you can sort them out how everything is going to work. That is, if you are not, if you, but like I said earlier, you can start exporting other products without even working with any manufacturer. It's not compulsory. You can start with food, solid minerals. You just find a way to get them and get them cheap. You get clients for them. All right. And you have everything to gain establishing your business and the commission on the cost of the goods. Some manufacturers, some of them, whenever you sell, it's just same thing as drop shipping. If you sell, they have commission maybe 10%, 20%, or 30% based on agreement that is written down. Okay. And before you do get into a legal agreement, be sure to check the reputation of the company. Okay, make sure that you check their reputation. Like, how long have they been into the business, and what are the kind of things? What are the read like the views? Okay, read the views before you can start. Wasting your time and your resources. All right. Then making an agreement. Once you have agreed to represent the manufacturer as the export agent, you need to have a written and signed contract to bind this agreement. It is very important that you have. So the agreement should basically state that the contract is between the manufacturer and you as the export representative, like an export, a sole export agent. Okay, if you are the one, if you are the agreement should contain like you are their export representative to US of their products. So meaning that you should be the only one that will make their products go to US. They will be the only person that will have access to those that need their product in US. Sometimes when you send something, sometimes when you want to send some of the custom requirements will be for you to present your distributorship or export certificate. You need to tell them export representative certificate to tell them that okay, to show that you are allowed to export this product to this country. All right. So you make sure that all these things are detailed in the contract, and not when they assign you to be exporting to be looking for markets for their product in US, and another person will also come with the same US, and they will still assign the person. It will not make it is going to get the whole process rough. So they need to make sure that there's an agreement that is binding the contract. Okay, and the manufacturer will pay you the specific commission quoted to the distribution on top of the price of goods. Of course, it should only be a commission for you. Either it's 10% or 20% or 15%, depending on your agreement. All right, and if you are very good at pricing, very good at pricing, you will make money from commission, and you also make money from the little top up you will do with the price. You will do to the price. Okay, let's assume that the price is 50,000 naira, and you now sign 10% or 5%. So each product that they sell through you or exported through you, okay, they're going to give you like 5%, and already you know that this product is 50,000. Then you are not selling the product 55,000. That means you are making money on the you're making 5k, and also making 5% from the company, from the manufacturer. You understand? And it's just you doing the paperwork, finding the client, being online, representing them. You don't need to do all the stress of. You even be making money more than people that are working with them. All right, making more money than people that work with them. All right. So you must make sure that you agree on a specific commission, and the company will also provide catalogs and samples for you to use in distribution. Like if the product requires pictures, you need a separate website. Maybe they have many products they want to export. You can build a website, put the pictures, samples, and they also supply samples, because most of the time before you can receive They can only give you order. They will request for samples of the product. So the company should be able to provide you with the catalogs and the samples for you to use, in convincing clients to buy your product. So you, the exporter, the export representative, in turn, we promise to do everything. So you promise to do everything possible to make contact and distribute manufacturers' goods in foreign territories and foreign countries. So it is now your own duty to make sure that to represent them over there, represent them, find a client for their products, find the market for their products. All right. So that is just your own work. All right. Then terms of shipping. All right. As you gain experience, you will become more familiar with terms of shipping used in quoting prices and delivering products. So as long as you keep on into this export business, you will learn more about many things that are involved. All right. So we just do some basic like FOB, which means free on board. That is free on board, meaning that the seller delivers the goods to a certain destination with no additional charges. The seller insures and takes the responsibility until that point. Like when maybe they said the FOB Port Lagos, maybe FOB Lagos Port, That means if you're going to get the products from the north, from the east, or wherever, from the south, you just need to bring everything. You pay for the transportation, the loading, everything, even the cost. You buy the products, you will pay for everything until you get to the Lagos port. That is only when that is the charge. That is how it works. So that is free on board. You will be the one to pay the money. The seller deliver the goods to a certain destination with no additional charges. So you will be the one to take care of everything. So when they are now requesting for FOB price, you know that you'll be the one. You are including the price of the product, the transportation, the loading, and all the logistics that need to be included. You need to include them on the price. So when they are requesting for FOB, all right, not after giving them, you just say, you did not add the price of loading, please, you paid for this. No, that is not accepted if you are going with FOB price, okay? And if C and F means cost and freight, that is the seller pays the freight charges, the buyer insures the product and takes full responsibility after the destination. That means, so you pay for the cost of the product, you pay for the freight, then the buyer will now pay for the insurance and take the full responsibility of the product, okay, after destination. So you only pay for the cost and the freight, okay? All right. So in CIF, which means you pay for cost, insurance, and freight. So the seller responsible for the value and the condition of the goods and pay both insurance, freight charges to a certain point. So you will be the one to pay for cost, insurance, and freight together. So you need to be these things need to be included on your quotes. All right. So I do advise people to go with FOB. FOB is more common. The FOB price, they will just tell you the place, maybe FOB Lagos Port. Just let the product get to Lagos Port, or maybe their representative here in Nigeria. You understand? So because this one it just all pay it to some certain destinations. You just deliver the goods to some certain destinations. So there's nothing like you don't need to pay for freight or all this insurance and this thing. So but still you can still pay, choose any alternative that will be very beneficial for you, or you can decide to go through and collect. So this are some of the things when you attend training. The trainers will be splitting, giving you with examples like scenarios of where such payment or payment term or shipping terms had issues. Okay, so attending training matters a lot. So now, who is a freight forwarder? Now, a freight forwarder is a person who takes care of the important steps of shipping the consignment. So the freight forwarder is the person that will document, do so many things, and their duties include quoting shipping rates. Whenever you want to get a quote or the price of shipping, you need to contact the freight forwarder, to do that, providing routine information like how the product, how it's going to get to the destination. All right, and the booking cargo space is the work of the freight forwarder. Like if you want to do container load or you want to do, say, they really want to book your space for the product to be among of those that will go. And prepare export documents, contract shipping, shipping insurance. Like I said earlier, you can start export business just looking for a very good forwarding agent, a freight forwarder that has all the documents for you to work with, so you can start using their own before you can start registering. So these are the things they will prepare and they do. And route cargo with lowest custom charges. So they also need to verify what are the places, how can they reduce the cost of shipping, how can the cost of the custom charges and other things to be reduced. You understand? Because you are to make profit and not to make loss. In order for you to maximize your profit, you need to work with a very good and reliable freight forwarder that will really take time to investigate and sort out the best possible ways to let the products get to the final destination at its lowest prices. Okay, and arrange storage facilities. Most of the time they can provide temporary storage facilities for the products. Those are the work of the freight forwarder. All right. Then how to promote your export business? How will you promote after you have completed a few sales? Transition to establish your business. You need to promote your export business to get more clients. Like I said earlier, that even if you have, if you have like 10 clients that are constant 10 clients that that you work, maybe you work with 3 or 4 monthly, or you work with 2 monthly, or even having 1 monthly, you do good work for them monthly. That's a very good that's a very good one. You having 10, in fact, will do you a lot. So after doing some solid business with in exporting, you need to promote your business to get more. So you have, like I said earlier, you have to build an optimized and targeted online presence. You need to build an optimized and targeted. So the online presence, you should be targeting a specific group of people, or target a specific market. Like when you have your Facebook page, you make sure that people liking your page will be those that are related into your line of business. Not when you're under food, you are now floating your advertisement on maybe football or soccer, something like that. So you need to make sure that you have targeted market. You need to have target people, and your online presence should be able to represent you with this. Okay, and join organizations of commerce and foreign trade associations to develop more contracts and extend your territory. So you can join organizations, both foreign and local. Some of them they have online. You can join online, and so most of the ones I joined, some are online and some have a local one here. Then talk to everyone everyone about your export business in Nigeria. Okay, talk to everyone about export business, because there might be a time that some of your service might be in need, so they can easily contact you. All right, so you can talk to them and advertise in print media for distributors and for goods. You can also use print media to advertise your product. But I will tell you that that's one of the easiest way, the best way I've tried is online. Having a good website, having a good social media platform, and doing a proper email campaigns. Okay, so you need to also get emails. You can use your website to collect subscribers, collect the emails from subscribers. From there you can start advertising and sending campaigns, and use email to draw attention to your business. Now I think that should be we are getting to the final stage, and we are at how to succeed doing export business in Nigeria. How am I going to succeed? It's not just I'll just do today, and tomorrow I might not be in this business anymore. So this is one of the things some of the things we've been able to work out. Export is a high profit enterprise, especially when did very well or when done very well. But building a truly profitable business requires dedication and a good knowledge of the business. So you need to be dedicated and always ready to learn more about the business. Learn more about the business. What is trend? What is trending in this line of products I'm into? Or what is happening? What are the focus about it? All right. What kind of countries what require more about? And you need to be dedicated. Like I said earlier, you need to be dedicated. Sometimes you might be just talking with a client for over 3 months, 6 months. They have not made any purchase, but you just need to be dedicated. Still be there for them. Still be there for them. Till one day you can convince them to buy from you. All right. You need to be dedicated, and you will need numerous contacts who can recommend your work. You need to recommend. You can always you can always tell those that you've worked for to please recommend your work anywhere they go. All right. So, and your friends, especially when you have those in foreign country, you can tell them to help you through more. Tell people about your business. Okay, and have good agents both here and abroad to help you follow through a delivery of the goods. So you must make sure that you are working with a very good forwarder, like a forwarding agent here, like freight forwarder. Make sure that you have a very good, like you have many of them that works with you, because you can't just have with one person. You need to have, like, maybe if you can start with 2 or 3, so they can be comparing prices and their ways. And also, most of the time when you're sending products somewhere, they might not be able to clear the goods. So that is when you now try to stay in here, and you can stay in Nigeria here, connect with other people, connect with a clearing agent over there, precisely the country that you want to ship the product to, and the nearest port authority. So you need to get a client there. You negotiate that you're bringing so amount of products, and this is the kg, and this is the size and everything. You need them to clear the goods. Either your client comes to pick it from their office, or they will even deliver the product to your client's destination. So all these things are things you can really work with and put them down. It's very important. And you need a good working relationship with your own bank. And most of the time, if you have a good order, a very large one, your relationship with your bank will make your bank to support you, support you to carry out all the transactions. So especially when you are working with maybe FOB or CIF, you're handling a very large order that the bank has to come in. So your bank will now represent you, as if they will finance the whole business for you. At the long so at the end, they now have the percentage they'll cut. Now, don't be hasty for orders. Don't rush to orders. Just work with them. Don't be hasty to collect orders. Very important, because sometimes after you've rushed into it, you rush out again. And make sure that when you are quoting price, make sure that the price you are quoting is achievable. It's something that you can get. It's good to always give an offset. If they are selling products 20,000 naira, and when you're negotiating with a client, you need to tell them like 25 or even 30,000. You understand? So that maybe if there's a possibility of the product, the market price changing to like 22,000 or 25,000, you will still be on the safe side. So if you attend training, you're going to understand what we call our pricing strategies. How to really get good price, the pricing strategy that works in export business. All right. And investigate the manufacturers and the distributor to be sure that the product and sales method are reputable. So these are some things you need to do for if you really want to stand out, and check out the particulars of product. So these things are how to succeed. Export is profitable, of course, So you need dedication, you need good knowledge of the business, and you need people to recommend your work, and you need to have a good agent work with you. You need a good relationship with your bank, and don't be hasty for others. Investigate your manufacturers and distributors, and also check everything, every required important requirements of whatever product you want to work with. All right. So, and thanks for watching. In conclusion, though starting an export business in Nigeria is not that easy, especially at your first stage. But if you persist and determined to succeed, you will make profit that will make you forget the struggles. So if you can keep on persisting to work, to keep on going, there is nothing good comes easy. Of course, we all know that. It will not be that much easier when you are starting. But you need to persist and be determined to succeed in this business. It pays, okay? And if you are very serious and ready to start an export business in Nigeria, I recommend you check out this special training that we offer, okay? And before we go down to go and know more about the training, like I said earlier, I recommend you can subscribe to my YouTube channel where I will be updating everything you need to know about export business. The newest things, strategies, or the sources and everything. I'll be updating it on my channel here, and also like our Facebook page. Okay. So now the training that I said earlier, like this training, this special training that combined how to start export business in Nigeria, food processing and packaging for local and export markets, digital marketing skills for exporters. You understand? So they just combine these three courses together just for you to succeed in this business. All right, and you end up creating like 10 live projects. You create client avatar for your products, design and print standard food labels. You visit foodstuff market. You source package about 3 products. You package three products, and also you develop a constructive and winning proposals. Build a mobile and search engine optimized website for your business, which is very important. So all these things will be done in this combo class, in this training, and create effective Facebook page. Create and edit video for your YouTube, like the one you're watching now, and run professional email campaigns with Gmail Merge. With Gmail Merge, you can send like more than 400 emails per day, customized emails that is attached and linked to your website. Okay, and how to create copyright for your product. It's in digital marketing, they call it content marketing. You understand? So by the end of this special the training, you will know everything. You have everything you need to export. And if you can come here and check out the course outlines, the way they splitted it. So this training now combined the 3 of them together, and not just like a 1-day workshop, a 2 months workshop, a 2 weeks workshop, 4 days workshop. No, with this after spending 8 weeks in this training, you are going to start your export business, and it's meant for people that are really serious to start it. Like I can't stop telling you that attending trainings matters a lot, especially when it's worth the time and money. All right, so this is why we'll be stopping this class for today. And like I said earlier, you should subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you'll be getting informed whenever we publish a new video training on export business in Nigeria. And we thank you for your time. Bye for now.